Vodacom is majority owned by Vodafone. It has operations in South Africa, Tanzania, the DRC, Lesotho and Mozambique.
Right, so because you can't buy a South African company or a South African listed company that manufactures handsets, you've got to look at the network. And of course, this is the market leader here in South Africa, and also, in fact, the leader in terms of its relative market cap.
Market cap 254.5 billion rand, a price to earnings ratio of 19.4 and a dividend yield here of 4.7%. I want to start with that share price graph before we say anything.
It's a good looking chart. You'll see that it starts at the bottom on the left and goes up to
I
the top on the right.
actually think that says it all. Doesn't that say it all?
So I had to double check the forward PE on this thing because it was very high. I mean, it always traded around 11, 12 times forward. Suddenly it's at about 19 times forward. And the share price has just been phenomenal. But then you look at MTN and you can see there's a clear substitution impact here. Investors are unhappy with MTN. They still want mobile telecommunications exposure and they just move on into Vodacom.
Have you made the switch?
So we actually held both in our portfolios. We still hold Vodacom.
You don't hold MTN. That's a secret way of saying we got rid of MTN. Look, I'm asking you this because we've got a serious decision to make.
So what happened with us is we started kind of lightening our position after the fine situation came out, and then eventually, because of market movements, it became so small that you had to make a decision. I mean, are we in this, or are we just going to get out of it for now? And our decision was to just kind of exit for now and maybe look at a better entry point along the line.
So I'm going to put the Warren Buffett quote on the table, and that is buy when others are fearful and sell when others are greedy. In this instance, if there is now fear in the system around MTN and we are seeing large-scale selling, maybe you've got to adopt the Buffett principle. And that goes against what I was saying yesterday.
Look, Vodacom looks very strong though to me. I mean, it's only got about 65 or 70 million customers. And we'll talk in a minute how many MTN's got. It's a multiple of that. Yeah. But they are the customers you'd like. It's high data usage. Yes, the DRC and Tanzania and Mozambique are there, but the real core of the business is the South African business, and it's the largest in terms of...
And when you talk about the high data usage, it's obviously the high margin
business. And it's because
business.
they've got the best network, right? So they get people who want to use the dongles and the LTE connectivity.
This coming from somebody whose business works off MTN, whose personal environment is all in the MTN space. Are you sure you're getting... This is quite radical. Chantal, what is happening right now is radical.
So I think Vodacom is just so good in terms of execution in South Africa that you really can't actually ignore it, especially if you see how MTN is struggling at the moment. It's all a relative play here, and Vodacom just gives you that kind of certainty.
Remember also Vodafone is the controlling shareholder of Vodacom, and they like their money. So it will always have this high dividend distribution policy. They're going to run it for maximum profitability. And
I think I see where this conversation's going. But shall we call this at this stage? Do you want to say anything else in your glowing report for Vodacom? I hope Shamil Yusuf is watching because I think there's going to be some radical change in the hot stocks portfolio. Hang on.
Yes, so Vodacom is definitely hot. We do own it for clients, and I think it continues to do well.
Hot or not?
Yeah, it'll have to be a hot from my side as well. They're doing some good things in South Africa. We saw really nice results out of them recently, and that international business is performing a little bit better. There's still blue sky potential there, and equipment and data just really differentiates them from the rest of the pack.